I think people from all time thought, wouldn't it be great if we could be in the air like the birds are and get the view of what they see when they're looking down at Earth.
Clear prop.
We had this little tiny grass airport near our house, and I had a motorcycle, and there was a path that went from our house through the woods to the runway. I would take my motorcycle and just sit at the end of the runway and watch the planes land, and I thought, wow. And then I just said, you know, why am I on these two wheels? I should be up in the sky like these people.
First time an airplane landed in Manchester was 1911. The pilot was Harry Atwood, who was from Massachusetts. The crowd had never seen an airplane before, and this had been pre-publicized in the newspapers. So as they saw the plane coming in from the southwest, they all rushed up towards where he was trying to land. And at the last second, Atwood had to, go up over the crowd to prevent his propeller from tearing people to pieces.
But listen, boys, I've got another plan. Wait till you get them up in the air, boys. Wait till you get them up in the air. You can make them hug and squeeze you too, for if they don't, just say you won't come down until they do.
Then May 1927, this young guy, Charles Lindbergh, becomes a world hero. Maybe arguably America's first cultural hero, superhero. He flies nonstop from New York to Paris, and the very next month, in June of 27, they launched this national tour. So he landed at the only place in New Hampshire that could have accommodated him, and that was the city of Concord.
For Lindbergh, oh what a flying fool was he. Lindbergh, his name will live in history. Over the ocean he flew all alone.
When we've had great things in my industry in helicopters, we've had great things in the glider industry. The ballooning industry in this state is fabulous. It's got a lot of activity, a lot of good people. And they're all small little parts of this aviation business.
Fighters there because they need fuel. So we'd sit up there in an orbit, and as soon as they need fuel, they come up and get fuel from us. And we'd just keep on cycling through as we were protecting New York City.
We are a $1.24 billion economic engine to the state. And it's my obligation to try and grow the viability of the airport to give our residents of New Hampshire and the region better access into the air transportation system.
Today, most young kids have probably traveled with their families to go on some vacation or to go to visit grandma or something. So they've been on an airplane, but they don't know how airplanes work. They don't know the humble beginnings of it. They don't know the local history, the people who've been impacted, who've sacrificed to make this here. So I think this is a great place to store the state's aviation background.
It's the idea of learning, preservation and learning. We're about preserving New Hampshire aviation history. No one else is doing that.
We have something that is a wonderful offering to young people and adults as well, not only in New Hampshire, New England, but really countrywide and even beyond that.
Young people will come here to the museum, they will learn about the history of aviation, they will see what has gone on thus far, and they're going to learn about the future of aviation, and with any luck, we hope that they will be inspired to become a part of the future of aviation.
3, cut.
I was 15 when I started flying, and I'd like to see another young fellow that age start again.
We want to be able to have this as an opportunity to share the excitement that we have with others who will in fact carry on into the future.
So the Aviation Museum of New Hampshire is something that we want to grow into a learning opportunity for kids of all ages.
Inviting you in, and then the plane says okay, and it gives up its lift and settles down. I never get used to that. It's always a wonderful experience and always feels great.